All right, William made the trek.
Yeah, finally.
Well, I want him to record it because I want to see what his reaction is, because everybody's reaction is different when we get in here. So come on in. He's already like, oh no. Everybody's like, always like, okay, how does your wife allow that?
Crap.
Right? Yeah, so over there is just like the console area, and then I've got all the other stuff in here. And some of this stuff, is from my childhood, and my brother, a lot of the N64, Super Nintendo. This one I picked up, but the other ones I put here just because it's more nostalgic.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then my kid, he got a bunch of the I don't know what you call them, Amiibos.
Oh yeah. The Amiibos,
yeah. So we kind of lined that, and then this one, this is where I have like all the arcades.
Oh wow.
And then that's like the broadcast area where I do all my broadcasts, and then I got a bunch of the new wave toys.
Those things are really cool.
Those are cool.
I like those a lot.
So, I think some of them are like the batteries need to be charged in them. Like this one was on a little bit ago. So I have everything hardwired into this. So, but they all work. I just haven't had them on in a while. Usually little kids will come, they'll play them. And
these are the 1-ups?
Yeah, these are 1-ups, but I hacked this one up so that I could play like right now it's got Back to the Future on it.
Okay.
Because normally it would just have any of the Marvels and stuff, and then the Act games. But yeah, and then this is usually where like I'll stream gameplay, but also work from this area. Yeah, this is my cockpit. So I got my PS5, my Switch, and I usually have my Xbox down here, but we needed a Blu-ray player upstairs, so that's about the only benefit I can find.
Right.
Yeah. So and then when the wife, when we have friends and stuff over, we got the couches here. I was told I'm not allowed to take the couches out of here. They have to kind of stay here.
They have to stay here.
So, but a guy who watched a lot of my videos, this carpet, he actually sent it to me. He's like, you need arcade carpet. So he sent the arcade carpet in, and it's kind of cool. So we put that in here, and then that's why I said some of this stuff. I think when we get into the other room, there's a lot of stuff that's kind of very rare.
This is cool.
The Tron, yeah. I don't know if you remember from Cleveland, Glenn from Glenn's Retro Show.
Yeah.
The older guy. That's his Tron stick, and that's the spinner that he makes that I replaced from the original 1-Up. He also makes that's why these are glowing. The original 1-Up doesn't have that, or the spinner. These are Glenn's spinners that I picked up for him. They're so much smoother.
So yeah, you modified them like.
Oh yeah, even the spinner, I put them in there because.
Are they just clipped in? Is that
they're screws. You take the top off of that and flip it over, and then it's like I can flip them and I can change them in like no time at all.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like a lot of the marquees, I put all those on. Trying to think.
This?
Golden Tee, yep.
Oh yeah.
My buddy plays that all the time.
So here, Dad, come over here.
Yeah, go ahead, bring him over. There he is. He's like, I'm just filming. He's doing a good job.
So this one,
the Tron.
The Tron one, I had the original Tron console.
Oh, really?
At my school. And
the arcade? The standalone arcade?
The original standalone arcade. And like whenever we had, like breaks or like, in between periods or whatever, we could play that. And it had this little thing that came out of the bottom of it, and you press the button to place so we could put the quarters and credits in. So that's why this one has like a fond memory for me, because that was one of the first games I ever played as an arcade, and it was just pretty cool just to have it in the school.
Like, and this plays. I mean, a lot of people like to say, "Oh, well, you know, it's emulated and stuff." But you know what? It plays fairly well. And there is a mod where you can get that. You remember in the original one how I had like that screen above there?
Yeah, the extension. Whenever
there's a mod that you put the screen.
That weird spinning thing.
Yes.
I never understood what that. I guess that was supposed to be at the end of the movie. Whenever like they went to the heart or whatever of the. Yeah.
Yeah, I never put it in there because I was just like, eh. But, you know, modded it. This I picked up from a guy on Facebook. It was he somehow got it from a GameStop, which I thought, I mean, it's immaculate shape. It's like,
yeah, that's cool.
And I just threw lights inside of it just to kind of light it up.
Yeah.
I'll turn Darth down here. But yeah, like we play these pinballs a lot more than probably the arcades. Like they play the racing one because I have Buy Stuff Store arcades out of Canada. They make some PCs. And so, well, they're not PCs, I should say. They're Android boxes. So I actually gutted them. They're actually Android boxes in those. And then I have a router so you can actually play against each other from the arcade.
Really?
Yeah, so they're networked. So like if you played like the old Mario Kart 64, like we could play against each other with it and using the gas pedals and the steering wheel like on either machine or the Star Wars.
Yeah, originally our idea for the Florida apartment, he even made a suggestion about it that he wanted to do straight Star Wars.
Oh,
like
yeah.
just do a Star Wars theme because you know like
I have a bunch of that stuff, collection stuff.
At one point we were thinking about renting it out, you know.
Oh, okay.
And
that
so
would be
we wanted
pretty
to
cool.
do like the Star Wars B&B, you know, like there are several themed Airbnbs within like
they did
an hour,
the 80s. Did you ever see that one where they have it all decked out kind of like us with the paneling and they've got the old CRT console TV, the old beds with the, you know, they did do some of that. And that's why I left this paneling up because I figured I'm going to clutter it with stuff anyway. So, but it gives that whole retro 80s vibe.
I got to send this to my cousin. My cousin has a huge rig.
Oh yeah, that's not a problem. I bet you recognize that.
Oh yeah, that's my t-shirt.
And then
okay, so here's the collection room.
Yeah,
okay.
We've got just about everything in here. There's the cables that you would ask me for. I don't know which one is better. I would take them both.
Yeah.
Only because I don't know if one of them doesn't work or does work or whatever.
No, that's good. I appreciate it.
So yeah, so you can fiddle around with them, but I put them. Yeah. I put them. Yeah. So this one I've kind of packed to the hilt in here. Yeah, those are the things I got to go over yet.
Those are cool.
Yeah, I got them complete in box.
Oh wow, you got all of them.
The whole collection. I got them from your guy down there at Retro Gaming Asylum.
Oh, Jason had these.
Jason had those. I never seen them before, so he told me come take them home, do some content.
Nice,
but I'm gonna buy them.
Too, yeah.
So, yeah. So I put up a lot of this stuff here. I got two of these. Yeah, I picked that up.
I actually just sold my bounty hunter I had of this.
Did you really?
Yeah, because I don't know why. I just didn't.
The exchange had it for like $20, so I bought it.
Seriously?
Yeah, so I bought it. I was like, that's
cheap.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer. And then
oh wow, that's cool.
So I bought two of the NES World Championships because I wanted to open up.
Yeah,
wanted to display the pins.
Yeah.
And then these were going for so much money at the time, the stupid hats that you had to get. So my son and I, we just kept it in the box or in the bag. We were like, no, we're gonna keep it. And I wanted to display the gold cart.
This stuff.
Oh yeah, that's
I'll be
expensive.
Getting tons of this stuff because once Nintendo World opens and
down where you're at, I know, but it's gonna be different stuff.
Oh yeah,
they said they're gonna keep it different.
Yeah,
because they want people to go to both
Because obviously
parks.
you're gonna have the Donkey Kong, Minecart Madness stuff.
I will be interested. I'll be your first customer for that.
Because I'm gonna go down. We're planning October. November of next year.
Oh, next year, yeah.
It opens actually like 2 days after I leave.
Oh, yeah. So you're not gonna be able to do that, right?
Yeah, it's May 22nd it opens.
Wow.
And we're coming back up here. I think we're leaving the 20th. So, yeah. But I'm excited, man. I already got my thing planned out. Like me and my buddy are gonna go
look for stuff.
Yeah, and then he's a big horror fan, so like half of that's the Dark Universe thing.
So he'll do that.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I was like, you can do that, and I'll go wait in line for Donkey Kong like 4 times.
Yeah, that works. And of course, you got to be nosy and come in here. I got that corduroy hat. You ever see that? And that's in immaculate shape considering
that's
the
old,
color.
Right?
Yeah, it's from what, 82, 86.
Yeah.
But for it being white corduroy, some lady was selling it. She found it in her attic, and so that's how it was shipped to me. So I just was like, yeah. I'm not wearing it. I just kind of set it on display.
I love all this old stuff that came.
But you never find them that clean.
No, they made so much of that stuff in the 80s.
You get off.
It was crazy.
Nobody asked you. Yeah, and then
here's nearing the full collection.
We're getting there. We're like almost 500, 400, 500, something like that. I even got the
Bible Adventures and
that's the
Master Who and the Drunkard Who.
Yep, I got that one. I got another one you might be interested in because I bought duplicates of it, but it's hard to find. This one here too. That's the other Bible one.
Oh, King of Kings. Yeah.
Yep, and then there's the Ten Commandments, I think it is.
I always love these ones. I don't know why. They're just so stupid. The story behind Wisdom Tree is fascinating.
I have that. You got a TurboGrafx box?
What stuff?
Hey.
Oh, yeah. I told you about
Oh, you told me about the guy who was making them. I went to the website.
I finally...
This is a duplicate I have of... Probably never seen that one that much. Dudes with
Attitude.
Attitude.
Dudes with Attitude.
The problem is that top label is always gets screwed up, but the one I found at Retro Gaming Asylum wasn't, so I bought it.
Yeah.
So I do.
Well, maybe we can throw this in on the deal.
Yeah, I have some other stuff too. If it's not interesting, then we can I'll save it for Jason when I take it down there to pay for that. But I have CIB. And then I have a Toy Story Game Boy because I got a duplicate of that. But, yeah.
Actually, I have a couple.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
But
I managed to pick this up, too. I got this from Perfect Shape.
Oh, that's the new one, yeah.
That's the new one. Yeah. I called the McDonald's and Hermitage because I got all the characters.
Oh, is that the one you filmed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forget you watch my videos. Yeah. What am I thinking? That's why somebody put on Facebook, I think it was Torg, they were like, what's your favorite games and stuff in your collection?
Are you going to try to come to the Sandusky show?
I will be on vacation that week. So I will be actually at the water park that's right there, Kalahari.
Oh, you're actually going to be
there? So I will be there. With my brother and his family are coming out. So
we got to stop for a little bit.
If they let me escape for a little bit, but we go up there to the water park that whole week. So I'm like, of course Mike picks that because he's not doing Torg.
No.
At least as of right now, he can't find a venue.
I can't believe it. Like they went from their best year ever to not doing it.
I guess like expenses and if they do it, from my understanding, he's not bringing any guests in or anything. It's just going to be, which sucks for the vendors because. And people don't realize this. When you got content creators like myself in there or collectors, we all go to see each other, right? So what do? We spend money and we shoot video at your booths.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it gets the word out of it. He's not doing that. So I think that's going to hurt him in the long run. That's my personal. Not saying that content creators are everything, but I think a lot of them have audiences that they bring with them that they're like, oh, we want to meet this guy. But I also think when we all get together, we're like we did at your booth. Scott was looking for those.
Yeah, the weird games.
Those got a ton of stuff here for you that he'll sell. Look it! This is what you need. Look, there it is.
I need that.
You need
weird games and stuff. It's stuff we use for video. So he's buying it, and you probably wouldn't sell it any other way because most people aren't going to buy that, right?
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
Well, there's a lot of those videos. Like I think I was in. Oh crap! Where were we at? I think it was wasn't Fort Myers, it's the one before that. Not West Palm. Oh, it was in DeLand.
Okay.
We have DeLand Comic-Con, which has become this huge thing. Because, if you don't know where DeLand is, you don't know what DeLand is. It's a very small thing.
I wouldn't know where it is.
It's like 40 minutes outside of Orlando. It's like a suburb, basically. It's kind of a suburb of Orlando, right? Yeah. And they had this one at the Volusia County Fairgrounds, and it's become this huge Comic-Con. And, there's tons of people. There's 3 or 4 people that were doing video challenges, you know, like where they were doing stuff for their blogs or whatever. Yeah. You know, like they were basically doing trade-up challenges and all that kind of stuff. And there was at least 3 or 4 people walking around doing that.
Wow. Oh, yeah. What did you bring? I'm kind of curious to see what you brought.
So we'll save that one for last.
Okay.
But first, I found 3 of these in a lot I just bought. And this is the Star Fox preview
That's cool.
VHS.
Because I could add that to my 2.
Oh yeah, the Donkey Kong.
The Donkey Kong.
And the other one you're missing is the Ocarina.
Yes. So I could add that to the collection here. These were my brother's, and he gave them to me when I was collecting. He found them.
Oh, nice.
So, but yeah, that would be interesting.
This is really cool. I found a ad for Funko Land that has all the prices.
Oh wow.
From I don't know.
That's
when
pretty
this
wild.
was. I think it was like 98 maybe.
Wow.
98, yeah. But it has on here Super Nintendo.
And from when it was what, $199, I think it was.
Yeah, but no, the cool thing was I found the price.
Not $500.
The price for Earthbound was $24.99.
Wow, and that's what, going for almost
$300 now. Yeah.
I was gonna say close to $500, but yeah.
What was that?
That's crazy.
Oh, here we go. Super Nintendo.
We never even had Funko Land back where I lived. So
I don't remember them ever being around. I think there was some downtown.
We had Kitty City, we had Toys R Us.
In Pittsburgh. Here,
okay.
Earthbound, $24.99.
Wow.
Earthworm Jim, Eek the Cat for $7.99. Like, you know, all these ones that are, you know, a couple $100 today.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
$99 for
PlayStation.
And then it had all these random, really, in my opinion, expensive for, you know, sports games back then. But they would all have been brand new, you know.
Well, then they all come out firing the sports games, and then they drop the prices on them within a couple of weeks. Yeah. I don't even buy them anymore at full price.
This is cool. I've never seen
confidential information. I don't know why that looks familiar from somewhere.
This was a mail away. Whenever you whenever you were subscribed to Nintendo Power, this is one of the things that you got in the mail for GoldenEye.
Okay.
And it was all the like the cheats and the
so that's why it looks like a what do you call it? Like a classified folder.
Classified information. Yeah.
So it's just like secret tips and stuff.
Yeah.
Very cool.
But it's not like, it's just straight from Nintendo, so it wasn't anything. Feel the paper on it. It actually feels like a manila envelope.
I'm actually impressed that it's even held up, because a lot of times the binding starts falling out.
No, that thing's in really nice shape.
And even it had perforated. I don't know if you realize that they had perforated. Pages on a lot of these, and people are like, do you remember the black Nintendo book that a lot of times in the early NESs they gave it to you with it?
The one,
I forget. I have it down there on the shelf, but it's black and it has like the stickers in it that you have. Yeah. A lot of people would take that stuff out, so that's really cool.
And this, it's a Yoshi's Story poster. Again, I think this is
a mail away
Nintendo Power. Yeah. I think as if you bought it, maybe.
Well, it's from the 64, so it's possible.
But I just really like that poster.
That's pretty cool.
I don't really have like room, you know, for this kind of stuff, but I figured you'd like it.
Yeah, definitely. Check it out.
I mean,
all that stuff. Now that I would probably, if I put it on the wall, it'd be framed. Which I'd have to find a wall to put it on. But that's definitely something I was interested in boxed, because I have it unboxed.
Game Genie. This thing is in pretty nice shape. I mean, it's obviously got some wear and some time on it.
For the year of it, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's complete inside and everything. It's got the
books.
The book.
I even have the additional.
All the mail-aways.
Not all of them, but I have some. I found them.
But this is in one of the better shapes too. It actually has this is usually missing.
See, I don't know if I have that on mine. I think mine's over there.
This is this would have just been some of the inserts that would have been with it.
Okay.
But
yeah, mine doesn't have that. But you knew I was interested in that.
Yeah,
Can't believe you sold my Mario.
I know.
Man, I had my heart set on that one. But
I'll find you a better shape one.
Yeah, what I'll do is put it in like this hard plastic you saw, like, and that's what I do. Is
yeah, I gotta get.
I still have some boxes that need to be filled.
I know they probably, somebody makes one for this size box, but I mean, they have to. They make all kinds of crap for these. And then last but not least,
get out of here. Nobody's asking you. The golf. I wanted that when you got it, and I was just like, ugh.
The kiosk.
Is that what it was from? The kiosk?
Kiosk cart, yeah. Yeah, so this would have been in the interchangeable 6 tray.
So what's different about that than, say, the one I have on my shelf, besides the sticker on it? Nothing. Well, people were asking me when I was telling them I was getting it. So what, does it say test when you put it in?
I opened it up. It's almost exactly the same. The only difference is I found that the serial number on the inside is one number.
Different.
Most of them end with just like a regular number, like 8 or 9.
Okay.
This has a -0.
Even the back.
Yeah.
The back looks different.
Well, it is.
The sticker, like if you pull out a regular NES game, off the back, I'll just grab this for now.
Yeah.
Like you have the it's just a caution sticker. Yours actually has it in the 10 zone or whatever.
I'm thinking this is PAL.
Oh. So you haven't put it in an actual system to try it just to see if it comes up and says test or anything like that?
I actually haven't. I looked up.
I was just curious because I've seen a lot of test carts. They have it comes up, says test, and it says what do you want to test, the graphics, the sound, and then it goes into the game.
Yeah, but I can't find too much information about this.
No.
To tell you the truth. The only thing I know about it was a test cartridge.
Just rare. So you're paying for the stickers.
Yeah,
what you're paying for
the stickers.
And what was the reason they slapped it right over top of the label? Like, why?
Because you're only seeing that.
I get it, but like, why not put it on the back?
Because then, whenever this is sitting on a shelf, no one's gonna buy it.
That's true. That's a good point.
Because because you're supposed to send this right back to the.
Yeah, you're not supposed to have that.
No, you're not supposed to.
It's kind of like the kiosk. You're not really supposed to have that, but we have them.
Yeah.
And we don't care.
But no, I've had this at a bunch of shows and stuff like that, and I've had so many people ask me because they don't know what it is.
No, and it's hard to justify unless you're a hardcore collector for Nintendo to buy that.
Yeah,
it really. It really is not. And with going for the set, it was kind of like, I don't need it for the set, but I want it.
Yeah.
Because I bought that other one off you that's down there
somewhere. Anyone else can have, Mario 3 and,
right. Or have the variant.
Yeah, the variants and all that stuff. But, there's probably only... This one kid I was talking to, we figured there's only maybe 20 or 30 of these that exist.
Float.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Just like these things, I don't know if I bought the whole set of these. There's 3 of them. I don't know if you remember these.
Oh,
these little
you have one of these?
Suction, and they're peeling. I got them from one of the shows. Here's the Mario, and then
there's 3 different Zelda.
I have
2.
Oh, they told me there was only 3 of them. Period.
No, because I've actually seen 3 different Zelda.
Okay,
ones.
Well, my third one is. Oh, here it is. I had to remember where I was. See, that's.
Oh yeah, that thing's awesome.
But they were already peeling up like that, and I didn't want to muck with them. I just left them alone. But they're all original.
These were advertisement displays, right?
And then they stopped making them. No, they were sendaways. I thought Nintendo had.
Sendaways, okay.
And that's why he said there was only 3 of them, because that's all he had. He had these 3, but he had tons of them.
I've actually seen 2 different variations of this one.
I wonder if somebody changed it.
There's a guy, I can't remember his name, but he does Toy Hi-Yo and everything, and he's.
That's where I got him at, Toy Hi-Yo.
Oh, is that where?
That's exactly where I got him.
Then you probably got him off the.
Maybe that's where I got him. Yeah. But because he was the original one, he says, "Look, you're never going to see these anywhere. These are original '80s. So if there's more of them, I'd like to get them. But I left it. Yeah, I didn't really clean off the section cups.
These things are just insane.
Yeah, they're conversation pieces. That's kind of why.
There was so much of this random weird crap that they came out
it's like this. The
candy jar.
Yeah. One guy wanted Pokemon cards, and he was carrying this around. Daryl goes around. He's like, "Hey, I got this." He's like, "What do you want?" He's like, "I was like, you want to sell that?" He goes, "Yeah." And I said, "Why?" He said, "I want Pokemon cards." So he sold it to me. So now I had to walk around the show, making sure it didn't get smashed. Yeah, and now you sold me this before. The pin that's up on the wall here.
Oh yeah, that was. I was keeping those in my collection for a while.
Yeah, I have that up there, and the Versus challenge you gave me.
That thing is cool.
That's what I said. A lot of the stuff that's all here. I never got. never got rid of any of it.
I've never seen that full collection.
Let me see down here. Here is my Game Genie. Yours is probably a better condition book. That's mine. That came with mine. And then these are there's this one too that I had gotten that came with the whole set. I'm assuming that's a Nintendo 64, I think.
No, that's the Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo, yeah. And then there's a few of them for it, but I got a couple of the mail-aways. They had them for 50 cents.
Oh, really? Yeah.
It was at one of the shows.
So much.
No,
I think I've sold them like for.
But I never had them as a kid.
Yeah.
I never had them as a kid.
Well, no one did. You had to mail away from them. No one knew where to mail.
I didn't even know that you could. Yeah. I do have that for the Power Glove.
Oh, that's cool.
And that's hard to find.
Yeah,
that's why I need the box for it too, and then I'll have it complete. But that's the original, and it's in really good shape. Yep. Yeah. No, you're good. You're good. So that was something that I wanted to have for it, obviously. I think that was there.
Cost of the call will be $1.50 per minute and 75 cents for each
the Nintendo. What was it? The Nintendo helpline or whatever.
$1.50 in what year was this? 1989. You're probably thinking like at least $6.
My parents never let me call those numbers. Are you kidding me? I would have.
Yeah.
They would have been.
What's $1.50? Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, true.
There's videos of that call center, and there's these guys that have these computers, and then they have like a test NES with all the games. And like they had a big book just full of stuff, and then like you call them up and you basically say, like I'm on level 2 of Zelda, like I'm trying to get past this dungeon, and then the guy's like, okay, hold on, let me pop the game in. Yep. And like he'd be sitting there and then he looks at the book and he's like, all right, what you want to do is you want to kill that Keith and you're going to go, and he literally walks you through the game because there's no other way that you could have done it back then.
Oh, even what about Simon's Quest? You had to sit down there. I accidentally stumbled on that where you had to kneel down and then that gondola comes and takes you so you can go get Dracula's nail and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that game was impossible. I remember we joked about it on a live show where we said when we were kids, we had to go to school. We paused the game, shut the TV off, and prayed to God that Mom didn't come up vacuuming and unplug it and turn it off so we could play it when we got home.
Oh, yeah.
Nowadays, these kids, they got the save spots and everything like that. But
it's okay. It was only $4.
What's that?
$4 for $1.50 per
for a minute. If you're on a long time.
Yeah, well, I mean, $4 a minute. I mean, Jesus,
that's a lot.
And you would have been on there for at least 10 minutes.
Yeah, they made killing off of that.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. What I did, and then I ended up getting that deluxe set, really cheap, the Nintendo one that had Rob, because the guy said it didn't work.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he said so the guy that we know, our buddy, Mr. Wildcard. He gave it to me really, really cheap because he's like, Rob, don't work. Yeah. And he was missing the hands, but I got 3D printed hands.
Oh, nice, yeah.
So I took it home and there was a gear inside of it. Everything but the top foam.
Oh, okay.
No, he was missing some of the stuff for Rob, but I got that on eBay. I took care of it. And Stack on, it's all 3D printed stuff that I have somewhere.
If you have the original deluxe manual, they're pretty expensive.
I don't know if I have the deluxe manual in there or not. I'd have to look because I know people just throw that stuff in. I have all the manuals in the other one though.
Because I remember on the control deck it was just for the Nintendo, and then for the regular control set, it had the Zapper Nintendo, and I think
because that one had the gray Zapper. Yeah. The other set that I have
has the
orange. I have just the box. I don't have any foam for it. Somebody was going to throw it out, so I just took it. I was like, I don't care. But when it comes to systems, I'm really particular, as you can see. I want systems complete in box. I try to get them.
Link's box is cool.
The Link, and that's the first version of it too.
Yeah, the big daddy.
The big daddy, and then I got other stuff stacked. The Gears of War 3.
Oh, that one.
My sister gave me that. My brother-in-law's roommate was moving out, and he was going to throw it out. So I have everything in it, manuals and everything. I just need the system.
This one, I actually just saw a sealed version of this. No, wait a minute, not this one. The sealed version of this.
Oh, okay.
Somebody sold it for like $22,000 for a sealed version of this.
I think I only paid $125 for that.
I mean, obviously, you're talking from one end of the spectrum to the other.
Oh yeah. No, I bought that. That's actually a system that's right here. My brother gave me the box that's behind it, which is immaculate with all the the foam, the books.
Yeah.
I just got to get a system for it. So some of those I don't have, but the Neo Geo CD, the Jaguar, everything's complete.
This is the other one I'm still looking for, is the Zelda edition of this.
Oh.
Of course, everything's exactly the same, except it has the game and it has a little sticker.
It has a sticker on it. It's the same as like Donkey Kong. What was it, Donkey Kong that had that?
Yeah. Though they had a Donkey Kong Super Mario World edition, and then there was one other one. I want to say it was Killer Instinct.
Might have been. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
They had a Killer Instinct version too.
And then I got another one that's the rare one. Oh yeah, the 32X that has the Doom.
Yeah.
I have 2 of those now. I have the one here, and then there's one in the box.
It's funny because I really wish I would have bought these when they were like $8.
I know, right?
Because KB Toys, when they were going out of business, they sold all their inventory, and they were selling brand new boxed ones of these. I think they were $10.
Wow. And then I ended up finding the Master System, but that has the one with the gun in it.
Oh yeah.
And whoever sold it included the 3D glasses.
Oh, nice.
So I ended up getting the 3D glasses with it, but the box is... I found it in box many other places, but that's the cleanest I've seen it. And then Mike stumbled on the Panasonic 3DO box, which I already had the system, which also I got from him, but he gave me like, I think it was $75 because it was broke. It didn't work.
Yeah.
He's like, if you can fix it, you make out. So I ended up finding the CD drive on eBay.
Oh, and just
after about 4 or 5 months of searching, I found it on there, and I took it apart, put a CD, and now it even plays copies. So what I did is keep my 3DO games. I have some that are sealed, and I just play copies into it, just so that way I don't want to. 3DO, man, they're hard to find the games for it. So
what was your first system?
The NES. Well,
your NES?
These two, my dad had the Atari and the Intellivision. That's our original from when we were kids. And then when we started playing that with him...
This thing, I don't like it.
I liked Frog Bog on it as a kid, and Pitfall. Those were my 2 favorite games on that we played.
These controllers...
Oh, it was terrible.
They're so janky.
It was almost like the Jaguar doing it, yeah.
I mean, it had some cool games. Like you said, Frog Bog for that is pretty cool.
My dad would play bowling with us. I wasn't a fan of the bowling, but that's what he liked to play.
I think the other one was Astro Striker.
Okay.
And there was there's 2 Tron games. There's Deadly Discs and there was another one.
See, we couldn't even find any of the games from when we were kids. It has all the hookups. My brother's like, I don't know if it works after all these years.
I still play Atari.
See, I don't.
Yeah.
The only reason I even have games for that down there is because Goodwill had them they gave me a whole stack, whatever they had there. I think it was like 15 games for 50 cents. Yeah. That's the only reason why I took them. But yeah, like that, I can't really hook up to this without multiple conversions and everything like that.
Yeah, that's the other thing about these. They're such a pain in the butt to connect and turn on. And if you don't have them on the right channel, at the right thing.
With these, I have them all into HDMI splitters, so I can play any of these at any given time just by pressing a button in the back. Yeah. That I can't do that unless I go, and do you really want to see that on an HD screen?
Yeah.
I'd hook it up to here before I did that.
I actually have a mini console that has the HDMI input into this.
And what was it, the Atari Plus?
Yeah. And that's actually pretty cool.
But I mean if you're into it,
you're still playing the pixelated, I don't know what I'm looking at games, but...
Because some of the people told me, why do you have just such a vast collection of games? Why not just hone in on one and sell the other ones? And I'm like, because it's cool. Like if you came over and you were like on a game night and you're like, hey, I'd like to play Tron on the Wii.
Yeah.
I have that. Oh, now it takes you back to your childhood and you play. That was kind of my reasoning for doing it. I'm not trying to create a museum, even though it kind of feels like that sometimes. But yeah, like Nintendo was the big one that my brother and we got as kids. We all shared it. That was this one, the Power Pad set, which I have everything inside. You saw the video with that. I wanted that just because that was what we got for Christmas. Yeah. That was that'll never. I'll sell those other ones before I sell that one.
Yeah, that's one of the cooler ones. I mean, obviously this is like,
that's what everybody wanted with
Rob. This is the best one, like just because this had everything.
100%.
But that's probably
this one has the power pad.
One of the more common ones that I find, and usually it was in good shape because
That's how that one, the box is.
Because people you had 2 boxes to that because you had the power pad was in a box. So people usually kept that box and the original box.
Right, and then you had the separate power pad box, which is down there. Like if you bought it separate, it's down there where the switch light is.
Oh yeah.
So I have both variants, but I wanted this because this is what we opened up on Christmas morning.
Yeah.
And so to have that into the Nintendo collection, that's why it's here. So it's in my videos and everything like that. Because for me, like I said, I would sell any one of those other ones before.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, if I had hard up for money, those other 2 would go. But way before that.
For me though, that was my first system.
The Master System.
Me and him used to play Double Dragon and Rampage.
I have the. Oh, I don't have Rampage for it.
Rampage to me was one of the best games. I still play that one on occasion.
I have it on my Master Cart there.
And I had my little cousins play Double Dragon.
Okay.
And they loved that.
Better than the NES version?
No, dude, that one blows the NES version.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. You heard it here first. So if y'all hate it, you just go to his Facebook. No, I'm just kidding.
No, dude, the original Double Dragon for the Master System is a superior game. It has better graphics, better sound, the ending is better, and there's no glitch. Whenever you have 2 people on the screen, it still glitches. I mean, it's still an 8-bit game.
No, it's 8-bit, yeah.
But I'm just saying that one is far superior to the original Double Dragon. But Double Dragon 2 on NES is better than Double Dragon 1 on Sega Master System.
Well, Double Dragon 2 was the best out of all 3 of them.
Yeah.
That was my favorite.
And then they fell off with all the rest of them.
Yeah. I played Double Dragon on the Neo Geo CD. It's all right. I mean, it's a fighting game. It's like you fight against it. It's not. They should have did it as a beat 'em up. But Double Dragon 2 was my favorite. I got it for Christmas.
I mean, that's probably just hands down. That's the best Double Dragon game. And then I kind of liked what was it? The Shadows game. Oh, I forget what it was called.
Shadow of Ninja?
No. Oh, crap.
I don't know. I just slowly started picking them up as I see them because they're hard to find.
Yeah. Well, no, this one was on Super
Oh, Super Nintendo.
I don't remember.
Yeah, my collection for that's very small.
But
I've been focused on this, but I do want to get more for that. And even boxes. Some of those boxes, like my brother found this. Can you believe this? We didn't have a box for Super Mario. This was one I made for him, and he had it all these years. He kept it. It has we found an insert for it. You can see the tape is so old. That was cool stuff I like to do, and I know it sounds weird. We made it out of a Batman coloring. I made it out of a Batman coloring book cover. But yeah, he gave me all these boxes. So I just got to find the games for him as we go. But TurboGrafx has turned into my new favorite.
Yeah.
I mean, I still like the NES, but I mean, my go-to console, sit down and play. TurboGrafx. I ended up getting the.
Well, it has some good RPGs in it. It has some good space shooters on it. It's got, of course,
Splatterhouse. If you're a Shmups fan, that's what you play. Yeah. But I did. I got the Mega Drive. I have some games. I don't have a lot. I'll have to check your guy. They're over here. I got like 4 or 5 originals.
Oh, TG, yeah.
Yeah, I have 4 or 5 originals, but the rest are like I have the multi-cart. Like I have the new one with the Sega, the Turbo CD in here. But this is the modded. This is modded.
That's cool.
That's completely.
That's probably the rarest handheld you can buy.
I think there's batteries in it too. We'll see. Oh yeah. So it has the multi-cart, but you can see with just play whatever you want to grab. Ooh, but just to see how it looks. So I went to Stone Age Gamer and they recapped it. I bought it from them. They had it, and I ended up getting it.
How do I get to
new screen? Let me see here.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down.
Yeah, have a seat. Yeah, here's Turbo C. You went into some of the other stuff.
Yeah, okay.
He's like, I'm gonna sit down and film you guys.
Blazing Lambers.
It has every game. It has every game from the regular TurboGrafx and then the CD that is back there.
That's cool.
But the screen they were showing me down there where the framing, they changed it. The LCD got the bigger screen. I think the speaker's on the side. Right here. I think one of them.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually even played these.
But it looks good on there, don't it?
Yeah, it does.
That's why I sit upstairs. I'll sit there and play it. And he gave me a really good deal on it. I can't complain with it. But having that bigger screen on it, I mean, it just makes all the world of difference.
Even great.
Change the speaker, everything. It's all recapped. It's not. And I didn't care because it's like I want to play it, right? I'm not. And whoever, if I were to resell that, they're gonna want it to be able to play too. They're not gonna. You're not buying that just to sit. You're gonna play it. Something that expensive, you're gonna play it.
Yeah.
And I did the same thing with the Game Gear. I have 2 Game Gears. One I kept stock. The other one I had, and they were mine and my brother's when we were kids. The other one I have a new LCD screen in it. Got it recapped. Just because they're notorious for going bad.
Yeah.
But it looks like you're playing on an HD screen.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, there's no lag or nothing on that screen.
They did a good job with it.
That's really cool.
So that
Does Stone Age recap the Game Gear?
Yeah, they did this one for me. I don't know if this one's got batteries in it.
They did. That's pretty much what they do now.
They
work on consoles and they make like software. Don't they make software and stuff?
They do get some like indie titles and stuff from people.
Yeah, but I thought they like worked on
they'll work on
mods and all that.
They do mods and stuff, and
we tried doing a couple of these. I think the one we got to work really good. Yeah. The other one didn't work at all.
There you can see that has the LCD in it. It's just a Mickey game. I was testing because I got it from
this is
Video Games Monthly.
This is the one we got this kit in the mail
for the
LED. And I looked at it and he looked at me and I was like, we're not doing this.
I took it to them within a couple days. They called me and they're like, it's done. So I got it recapped.
Because recapping for one is a pain in the butt. It takes if you're good at it, it can take you like an hour and a half, something like that.
With this, you can do bridge a wire on the bottom of the board to make this English instead of Japanese. Make it an actual English version. I did it, but then I was nervous something was going to happen, so I cut the wire. So it's still on the board. I could just tap but I'm sitting there with like magnifiers in there because it's so tiny, the board. But you don't get the blood on Metal Slug. That was the other reason I cut it. Metal Slug, the Japanese, you get the blood when you shoot the guy. The other thing is like green slime or something. I don't know. Yeah. I was like, nah, I'm good. So that was this one was recapped too at
nice, the Nomad.
The Nomad, that's all recapped.
This is a portable Sega Genesis.
So what I do is you have to plug it into this. This is my battery pack for it. So if you plug that into the top right in here.
Oh, is this like a second party one?
No. Yeah, this is a third party one. I think this is charged. Plug that in there.
Just a battery pack.
Yeah, plug that in and then turn it on. I think it should be.
No.
This might be dead. This power pack might be dead. Yeah, it is. It's dead. That's a multi-cart. Yeah, I just put it in. So I have a plug somewhere here, but you get the idea. But they recapped it, put an LCD screen in it. Again, this was one that I want to be able to play, and that sort of thing. So we're back after wheeling and dealing, and we're doing the video. So I want to kind of show you the VHS. So that'll be the third. You said there's one more, right?
Yeah.
One more VHS. So he knows which one I need, so he can keep an eye on it. And then we've got some of the paperwork that you guys will see in B-roll. I'll make sure to lay it out, and you'll see it here as I'm talking, so you can see what he was showing earlier. But I think the big thing for me, being the NES collector, is having the kiosk. That's what you said. The demo cart for golf. Yeah. Even though it's golf, never play it. It'll sit up here, but again, it's the posterity.
The weird
of
thing
it.
too, just real quick about this. So I still couldn't figure out if anyone knows why this is a Bandai sticker, because this was a Nintendo game.
Oh, that's interesting.
So
maybe Bandai made the kiosk.
That's what I was thinking. That Bandai made the kiosk.
Yeah, leave a comment. Let us know in the chat.
Because if it says it right here, it has to be sold by Bandai. Bandai, a merchandising department.
And it's UK because
he
said it was probably PAL.
Yeah.
So it was a demo from. Who cares? It's a demo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, that's an expensive sticker. So if you ever find that.
Yes. So for collectors or non-collectors out there, I just literally paid for the sticker. Golf, that game is terrible anyways. There's a better golf game for Nintendo. And then, of course, like, I had to get this. I had this as a kid. I do have one, but this will stay in the box.
Yeah.
That's what it'll do. It'll be on display.
It's a great shelf piece.
Yeah, especially since I have the other one. And so it'll be really cool. You guys will get to see that all close up. What does it say the original price was on that? $7.99? Or it was on clearance?
Yeah, it's $14.99.
$8.
I think this was a toy. No, this wasn't Toys R Us.
They dropped it.
I don't remember which.
They dropped the price
was.
under. It was 14, and then they dropped it to 8.
It might have been a Toys R Us.
And what do they go for now? About 50? 50 bucks?
This in box, nice condition, 50
bucks.
Yeah.
50 bucks. So hold on to your stuff. Let that be a lesson. Anyways, these guys got to get back to Florida.
Yeah.
And,
we came up all the way from Florida.
He came all the way up to Florida
to visit Steve.
to come in. He didn't do that.
It's an awesome collection, though. Thank you for showing me.
No, I appreciate you guys popping up and bringing some cool stuff. So he's got a list of things that he knows I would probably want.
Yeah, I always keep an eye out.
Heck yeah. So, all right, guys, remember to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.